Hi, it's Leslie C. Burns again, talking about event planning, one of my favorite things to talk about and one of my favorite things to do. I would say to you today, we're going to talk about selecting a photographer because many of the events that you do, people want to kind of memorialize them, or they want to find a way to preserve those memories beyond just what's inside their head. So a lot of times you will work with the photographer. You will find and contract with them. You might even have someone on staff at a later point, but you need to kind of understand the ins and outs of the kind of photography world. So let's start with how to choose a photographer and the different types of photographers that are out there. Now, this is not going to be all-inclusive because this is for the layman, this is for the first-timer, this is for the person who is just getting acquainted with event planning. So if you are trying to become a photography buff and you want to know the ins and outs of photography, every iota, you're probably going to want to check out a different website because this is for the event planners. But I would say this, you need to know between the photographers that you're looking at, what are their years of experience, their level of experience, what have they done? First, you'd love to see their work. You don't never want to go on someone's just their word saying I can do it. Everybody can do it. Your brother-in-law can do it. But at this point, you want to ask to see their work. So if they already have a website, just go to the website. Look at the work. Look for flaws. Look and see what they have done a lot of, because that's what they're most proud of they've put on their website. Have they done product placement? Have they done children? Have they done people in motion? Have they done still life? Do they do art? Do they do indoor work, outdoor work? There's a lot of different types of photography, and as a result, the equipment that it takes to be a photographer is very expensive, and it is a never-ending list. So if you have a photographer and you look at that person's website, let's say it's a female, you look at her website and she has 100 photos on there, 94 of them are outside and there are flowers and trees and stationary items. That's great if you are photographing someone's garden, a victory garden, or you're photographing something for the homeowners association. She's probably the perfect person for your job. If, however, you're going to be filming or getting photos of a dance or at night or a romantic dinner for two, she's probably not the perfect person unless she has other experience that's not showing on her website. The main thing is understanding what your photographer can do. Not all photographers are equal. When you look at their work, look to see first if the subjects look happy and comfortable. That is a big deal in pictures. At the end of the day, when the wedding is over and there's not going to be any more time to get pictures, were the guests, were the attendants, were those people comfortable? Did they smile? Did the photographer capture the essence of that person? That's what the bride and groom are paying for. They want to pay for the memory, remembering when Uncle Joe really did get down and do the boogie or whatever dance he was doing at the time. For his generation, that might have been the hot thing. But you want to make sure that your photographer can capture those moments, and there are no do-overs. At the same time, look to see if the photographs are clear. If you are doing a headshot like this you're seeing of me, the person's face should be crystal clear. The hair, the outfit, the jewelry should be crystal clear. You should be able to tell what color their eyes are. If you, however, can't, and that person is a specialist in headshots, you might have a little bit of a problem, and you definitely do not want a dissatisfied client at the end of the day, because that's when they start pointing fingers at who's to blame. And if you've hired this basically subcontractor or vendor, you could be responsible for his work. So you want to look at it very carefully, and if you don't get enough on his or her website, then you want to ask for samples, ask for recommendations, letters of recommendation from my mouth isn't working today, satisfied clients. You should get at least 3. This way, yes, they probably asked the brother, yes, they probably asked the sister, but the chance of that third one being someone that they actually did work for and got paid for is very good. Also ask to see certificates of insurance. Are these subcontractors and people, whether it's a photographer or anyone else, are they insured for their business? If so, then they've been in business for a good bit and they're investing in their business. You also can take a look at their photography studio. Look at the equipment, the quality of equipment that they have. Is it all just in one bag coming out of the apartment, or is it a studio, a location you can go to? These are things that you might want to check into, and check back again to see other videos from me regarding how to select vendors and other specialists for your events. Again, Leslie Burns of Gold Crown Events, and looking forward to talking with you. So keep those emails coming. Thank you.